Hepinize merhaba arkadaşlar. Hogwarts Legacy'nin 16. bölümüyle yani final öncesi bölümüyle karşınızdayım. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Beğenip abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Desteklerinizi esirgemeyin. Her zaman söylüyorum biliyorum ama benim için çok önemli destekleriniz. Şimdi abi bizim 23 seviye olmamız gerekiyor. Görevi yoksa yapamıyoruz. 22 leveliz galiba. Şurada en son biz bir şey yapmıştık arkadaşlar. Neredeydi o? Nerede o? Hah. Şöyle. Dick'in bize verdiği bir görev vardı, onu yapmıştık. Yarım saat istemişti. Bundan önceki bölümde izlerseniz görürsünüz. İşte bu neydi bu? İsmini unuttum ya. Bu yaratığın yavrusu olacaktı. Onu bekliyorduk. Bu değildi galiba ya. Burası mıydı? Yok. Buram mıydı acaba? Hatırlayamadım ki ya. Şura tamam. Okay, let's go. Nerede? Abi biz bunu almadan çıktığımız için iptal olmuş. Neyse zaten yarım saatten bayağı uzun sürecek, o yüzden sıkıntı yok. Biz bu görevi sonra yine yapmış oluruz muhtemelen. O ne lan? Ne attık oğlum? Yo öyle bir şey yapma. Şimdi tekrardan haritayı açalım, görevleri o zaman. Ne görevleri yapabiliriz ona bir bakalım. Yıkalama çantası, sırga bilmem ne. 3 savaş bitkisinin dediğinin aynen hardalota yetiştirense dediğin 3 savaş bitkisinin dediğinin aynen de kullanır. Ya var bize gelmez. Bu görünmezlik işleri ne ya? Sinir gökyüzüdür. Sınır gökyüzüdür. Ama bir süpürge yükseltmesi satın al. Tamam gidelim. Bak bu görev hoşuma gidiyor yani. Nerede abi? Hogsmeade haritası. En yakın neresi abi? Abi şuradan Vın. Süpürge geliştirmesini de satın alalım. Önemli abi. Final öncesi bölüm sonuçta, bir sonraki bölüm final. En azından hızlı gideriz. Vay be, bu serinin de sonuna yaklaşıyoruz yavaş yavaş.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Hocam bu ucuz fiyat mı? Gözünü sevdiğim. Sen dalga mı geçiyorsun ya? Lan
Thanks for stopping by.
yanlış yaptık.
Hope to see you again.
Yanlış pardon. Ne geliştirmesi? Birinci zamansı ve izlerimin önceden arttırma mı geliştirme?
You'll be
Aldık
thrilled
abi,
with that
Allah,
broom.
geç.
I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what
Yeni
you
cümlelere her
think.
şey yazdı. Ne düşünüyorsun? Ne sapısı var?
This may sound presumptuous, but
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
you know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried,
Ya benim hiç
Mr. Weeks.
korkmuyorlar.
I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon.
Hocam 4000 kitledim bize de, umarım değmiştir ya. Imelda Slap bulmuş. Ne kadar uzakta? 5030 ne? Wow. Haritaya bak sen, bizim daha gitmediğimiz yerler var. Bu ne lan böyle? Şuradan uçacağız abi. Wow. Yani gidelim arkadaşlar yani. Wow, harbiden bu ne lan? Çok uzakmış. Ben de şaşırdım. 5030 nereye gidiyoruz? Haritanın ucuna gidiyoruz ya. Sattık biraz ama en azından bir 2500 yine kalmıştır yani. Bakayım bir. Nerede? Vallahi 2800 kalmış. Tekrardan süpürgeyi alalım abi. Güzel güzel. Yani bizi her yerden götürmüyor dikkat ederseniz. Ama hızlandığını hissedebiliyorum bu arada ya. Ama yani artık bizi çok dolaştırmasan mı hani? Ya şöyle tamam neyse çok vakit kaybetmedik, güzel güzel olsun. Allah fena gitmiyor muyuz arkadaşlar? Çok fena. Bu ne oğlum? Arkadaşlar bir problem var. Oğlum biz ne yapmışız böyle ya? Buranın içerisinden geçmemiz gerekiyor. O zaman şöyle bir ilerleyelim abi. Biz çok yanlış bir şey yapmışız ya. Ha. Ana ne oldu? Burası ne lan böyle?
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Aha süpürgeyle girdik la buraya. Şu görünmezliği alalım abi.
Revelio.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Güzel tamam.
Go and
Petrificus totalis.
Show yourself if you're there.
Revelio.
Gel buraya gerizekalı.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Gerizekalılar. Oğlum sıkıntı gerçekten biz nereye gidiyoruz? Bir yerde miyiz? Çözemedim ya. Goblinleri yiyen. Ne biçim?
Someone there?
Bir şey yok burada, bir şey yok.
Confringo.
Güzel, en azından itemleri aldık. Bu arada unutmuşlardır bizi.
when the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last.
Ogbert de oldu. Aha.
Hello?
Huh? Who is it?
Ya sizden mi
Confringo.
korktunuz?
That was unexpected.
Deposit.
Really, it is.
Allah!
Pity, confront the fight.
You're the one who released Hope.
Accio. Crucial. Confringo.
Was that your best? I've been fighting
Glacier. Potato. Superfine. Incendio.
He's losing his stride. Oh, that was meant for me.
Cabalso.
Easily
Accio.
diverted. Not quite.
Glacius.
Old defense sent a student for the test.
Prepare to surrender now. A miss!
You think you're so...
You can't stop us. Your spells glance off of me.
Bir geber lan.
No!
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Gel sen buraya.
Crucio. Your blood, Revelio.
Wow. Fenaydı lan. Oğlum fena şey harcadık, iksir harcadık ya can için. Şuraya gidişim var. Ne lan bu? Buradan gidiş yok abi. Şöyle yardıralım. Ama buradan geçeceğimiz bir kesinmiş zaten ya.
Off on another
Whoa.
adventure, are we?
Bu taraflara ilk defa geçiyoruz. Baya burası çorak arazi gibi lan. Birkaç yerleşim olsa da. İyi bari geçebildiysek ne güzel. Tamam başta biraz zorlandık ama. Allah sizinle hiç uğraşmayacağım.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Handy resource indeed.
Şimdi şeye binelim ya. Neydi ismi? Waikiki'ye binelim.
Let's go.
Bu daha hızlıdır belki.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Oğlum çok iyi ya. Evet bu daha hızlıymış bu arada.
Faster.
Tövbe yarabbim. Tövbe bismillah. Oğlum bu görev neymiş la böyle? Bu kadar uzağa gidilir mi ya? Allah fena uzak yani. Ana görev olsa yani şaşırmazdım da bu ne lan böyle? Ama onun manzara çok büyük ya. Oğlum siz buraya çok aradınız mı? Bu ne la böyle? Manyak mısınız oğlum?
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here.
Ablam
Hello
senin
again,
manyak
Imelda.
mısın? Tövbe ya.
This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
Hiç zannetmiyorum.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Kaybetmeye hazır mı oğlum? Ya sen ne biçim konuşuyorsun ya? Bizim bir professional K101 denemesinde yer. Oğlum başta bir durdu
This is
saçma bir
going well.
şekilde ya.
Brilliant.
Vallahi mükemmel ha, yemin ederim. Lan balonları patlatacağım diye şeye gitmedik ya.
Made it. Excellent.
Güzel. Hadi lan.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant.
Güzel güzel güzel.
This is going well.
İyi gidiyoruz, iyi iyi. Çok iyi gidiyoruz hem de. Çabuk lan.
Brilliant. This is rather fun.
Vallahi fenaydı arkadaşlar. Güzel, tamam. Rekoru da kırmış oldum.
That was quite
Burada yemeye
something.
başladım.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
Alviye ve X'e geri dön. Şimdi abi burada yakın bir hızlı seyahat noktası varsa hemen keşfedelim çünkü sıkıntı olacak. Şurayı keşfedelim abi. Ondan sonra hızlı seyahat
I should let
yapalım.
Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet. Incendio.
Böyle bir şey değil ya.
Go!
Bunlarla patlatabilecek miyiz acaba? Tüh, Allah.
What are you up to now?
Bu ne lan?
Everything all right?
If you've got some Wiggenweld potion, though,
Spiders do tend to appear in ruins.
you've saved me life. Oh, I can never repay. Must stay away from ruin. Oh, and thank you. Please accept this token of my appreciation.
Her şeyi verdi la bize vallahi iyi ki yardım etmişiz ha. Güzel, tamam, buradaki hızlı seyahat noktasını açtığımıza göre tekrardan Hogsmeade haritasına geri dönüp abimizin yanına dönelim. Bakalım bize ne diyecek. Bu görev de en azından bitmiş olacak. XP de alacağız.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Abim sen niye hep bunu söylüyorsun? Yani hep
How's
aynı
my
şeyi
favourite
söylüyor ya.
test flyer?
Konuşalım bakalım.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help.
Güzel.
Couldn't have done this without you.
Görev tamamlandı. Sınır gökyüzüdür.
One never knows when society will be threatened.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Ya evet ya, iyi takım olduk. Şimdi abi gerçekten level atlamakta biraz zorlanacağız gibi ya. 58 diyor, bunu tak o zaman, başka da bir şey yok zaten. Aynen. Şimdi şuradan görevlerden bir şeyler, baykuş mu? Bir bakalım bak. Ali. Merhaba dostum, heyecan verici haberim. Üstündeki süpür gelişmesi mi? Tamam, bunu zaten konuştuk. Aha. Onayı. Bay Bilgi alışveriş konuşmalıyız. Annemin dikkatini çekmeye izleyecek akşam bulmaya inanıyorum. Milyon tutmak yakınlarda buluş. Bir plan yapalım. Neti. Tamam. Aha. Sweet Puppy. Sanırım sinirciden koruma için sendromu nasıl yaşadığını biliyorum. Hazırlara gitmeyiz. Kaşak Ağacı'nın yanında büyük anne. Annenin dönükleri olduğu için onlardan bir yandan önde olmak istiyorum. Yasak ormanda buluş. Tamam. Şimdi... Sürpriz. İlk önce bunu yapalım abi. Haritayı açalım hemen hızlıca. Bu arada tekrar söyleyeyim arkadaşlar. Orayı kaçırdıysanız bu görevleri yapmak zorundayız. Çünkü 23 seviye olmamız gerekiyor ve şu an biz 22 leveliz. Ha, şurası yakın gibi. O yüzden yani level olayı var. Biraz garip olmuş ama yapacak da bir şey yok. Oyunda böyle paso ana hikaye üzerinden yardım istemiyorum. Çok büyük bir dünya. İşte oyunu keşfederek bitir diyor herhalde bize oyun yapımcıları. Biz de kırmayalım abilerimizi. Şimdi bu orman beni geriyordu ama artık hiç germiyor arkadaşlar, çözemedim. Şu mavi taşlardır herhalde ya. Yasak ormanda Papi ile buluş. Geldik.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Geldik.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
Ne oluyor lan? Ana lan.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
Aha,
You
aferin
forget
dayı.
your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your
Yürü git
heads.
lan. Artist.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Güzel. En azından bir bilgi
I
edindik
don't
yapmamız gereken.
understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't
Ya
know,
ona
but
güveniyoruz
I am
abi.
inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Ne bulduğumda sana haber veririm. Tamam. Çok güzel. Böyle dımdız kaldık. Güzel. Şimdi şantaj için bir temel. Net yok dışında konuş. Harita diyelim. Şurada. Aha. Ya en yakın yer cidden bura mı ya? Neyse gideceğiz. Yapacak bir şey yok. Beğenip abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Bekleyelim bakalım.
Are
Süpürgeyle
you ready
kaptık
to
be.
put an end to
Havalı
Harlow?
bir son vermeye hazır mısın? Hazırız.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with
unuttum
each of
bile
them
lan.
while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Agobus Peter ile konuş, Rice Ripe ile konuş, Otto Dibble ile konuş. Tamam. Ha şuradan. Bu ses nedir öyle? Buranın yukarısına ilk
Mrs.
defa
Rabe
çıkıyoruz bu
should
arada.
be nearby.
Bir daha yukarı çıkacağız da nereden çıkacağız? Ha şuradan.
Revelio.
Bu ne oğlum? Şaşırdım lan.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Bayan Rabe, bankacı ihtiyaçlarına bize yardımcı olmayı yeniden düşüneceğinizi umuyoruz. Kendiniz başında bir karar vermenizi izleyicimizin olacakları.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Aynen, bir sonraki durağımıza gidelim abi.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often. I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Duralım ya.
Revelio.
Oo, 500. O ne lan? Bunlar da bu şekilde. Bir tane görevde çözmüştük bu olayı. Görünmez olmamız gerekiyormuş. İyi de verdi yani ha.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me,
Merhaba.
Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Öldük. Suya atladık diye ölmedik. Şaka gibi ya. Korktum lan bir an öldük diye. Pardon biraz dükkanın önünü dağıttık abi, kusura bakmayın.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Bu ne ya? Geldiğimizde tekrar mı gideceğiz cidden? Valla yolumuzu kısaltalım abi. Güzel 40. Domuz kalsının in yakından eti yarayın.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Oğlum buraya nereden çıkacağız lan? Allah kahretmesin.
Revelio.
Neredesin lan?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
$500 daha bulduk. Temiz vallahi yemin ederim. Tamam kızın başı dertte biz parayla uğraşıyoruz. Biz ne yapıyoruz ben anlamadım ki. Biz saçma bir yere götürüyor çözemedim ya.
Revelio. Accio. Depulso.
Nosy little students get what's
Revelio.
coming to them.
Can't imagine how muggles get by with it.
Natty must have been taken this way.
Aha.
I need to find her quickly.
Gidelim bir. Külbükül sandığı mı? Wow.
The footprints
Kızım
led to
senin-
this room.
Belki de burada gidiyordu bir.
There must be another way forward. Depulso. Accio. A hidden door. Revelio.
Gizli bir.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Nati var işte var. Kitabını bulalım.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Revelio.
Bunu öldürmeli miyiz? La yürü gidin manyak mısınız lan?
Student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Revelio.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll tell on us first chance he gets.
What are you dribbling over there? Look like you've been had by the flobberworm.
I may go to Hogsmeade later. Still in some trouble.
Get back here or I'll have you...
O neydi ya?
Accio. Potato.
Ne oluyor lan böyle? Wow. Ta ta ta ta ta içimizden geçtiler ha. Wow. Ne oldu lan öyle?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Görülmediğimden emin olsam iyi olur. Gizleneceğiz ya.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Revelio.
What?
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes. Eh? I should think an ant would show more metal.
Lower Hogsfield needs girls be nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Geçmiş olsun.
I've had enough of spell.
Whoa, you weren't so forgetful.
Can't believe we have to work with these goblins. Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here. Someone messing about?
When we're done,
Revelio.
I'm going straight to the Hogshead. Or perhaps I'll just go now.
One wonders if one's life is indeed carved out by destiny. Or
Güzel bir geçiş lan.
choices made along the way.
Oğlum kim konuşuyor la?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
Joel!
How did I get mixed up in this? Doing Rookwood's work for him?
Brockborough's always a treasure trove. Never failed to fill the sacks. Well, that's me, of course.
What?
And he must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
I know your kind. You're weak and quickly.
Stiff one!
You disappoint me! Not that bad, but inspiration.
Ya ona değil oğlum ya.
A lucky shot.
I'm just warming up. Had enough? To your knees.
Stupid one!
Death to the bud!
You'll feel that all stop.
Arkadaşlar. Bu görev çok zor lan. Vallahi çok zor. Aha. Güzel, tamam.
Revelio! Confringo!
Bir şey yok burada, bir şey yok. Terbiyesiz. Şimdi sen kimsin, sen kimsin?
I know I'm not hearing things.
Mr. Rain,
Konuşalım bakalım.
Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
She spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty
Ya oğlum
was
bir
not
bu
able to summon
eksikti
my
ya.
wand.
Revelio!
sandık var la burada.
Alohomora.
Şşş, ne oğlum 2 saattir biz bunu mu arıyoruz?
If Natty couldn't summon Mr. Abe's wand, Mr. Abe's wand, he'll be glad to have this back.
Güzel güzel bulduk la sandık.
Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Bunu da çıkart la.
Revelio.
Siz ne biçim insansınız la? İnsan buraya hapsedilir mi oğlum ya? Aha.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure.
Lumos.
And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Hush now.
Hepsinin içine geçeceğiz. Hiç merak etme. Patır kütür, çatır çatır yani. Şimdi şöyle. Şunu şuraya koy abi. Şunu abi bunları artık kullanıyor bilmemiz lazım ya. Saçma yani bir türlü yer ayarlayamıyoruz ya. Şunu şuraya koy o zaman. Bunun görünmezliği gerek yok yani.
Revelio.
I don't trust Grand Rock, I'll tell you that.
Something not right here.
Expulsion! Incendio! Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Confringo!
Expulsion!
Might wanna look up!
You will not survive this.
Oğlum çok geç kalıyorum anlamadım.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Expulsion! Expulsion! Stop you!
Imperial!
Expulsion!
Güzel, güzel.
Rebellion!
Expulsion! Expulsion! You'll be sorry you did that.
Şurada geç abi.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
Geç.
Revelio!
Lan bura ne gıcık bir yer la böyle. Bu ne lan böyle kapkaranlık. Tipini sevdiklerime bak. Siz kimsiniz oğlum?
Crucial!
quite conductive, aren't we?
Expelliarmus!
Reductor!
So cold.
Imperium!
Release me!
Expulsion!
Gerizekalı.
Electricity!
Reductor!
What have you done?
Reductor!
You will pay for your deeds. Is this Hogwarts flesh? You're going to
They got what they deserved.
Revelio!
Sen benim için değerlisin.
The book
Yeah.
of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Ananı avradını. Ha şurada 2 tane daha var. Aha sevgili otursun makinesi başvurursun.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Güzel tamam. Buradan çıkıyoruz değil mi artık? Lanet olası yerde. Bu ne oğlum, ışık yok, bir şey yok. Allah'ım ya Rabbim, yer yok zaten.
Lumos.
Çık abi buradan. Lanet gitsin böyle yere ya.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Evet evet, katılıyorum.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll
Lumos.
dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, Officer.
Anlaşıldı.
Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Güzel. Şantaj için bir temel görev tamamlandı. Evet. Level atladık mı? Şaka yapıyorsun. Oğlum bu neydi şimdi? Bir kadın bir XP kese bir şey alacağız la.
If something threatens me, first thing I cast is potato. Only a hairy
Pardon abla, pardon. İyi eğlenceler, iyi eğlenceler. Şimdi abi şuradan. Ha tamam. Şeye gidelim abi. Şu görevlerden şunu seçelim ilk önce. Aşkımızın hayaleti. Ha şu. Şunu yapalım abi. Harita nerede? Direkt Hogwarts haritasına geçelim. Doğum yapmışsa hemen bakalım bir. Yavru yapmış lan. Dilisi sen. Gel buraya. Şunu al. Bir de şunu al. Tımar edin dediği budur herhalde ya.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Dur abi bir tane daha. Tamam sen bir daha doğum yap abi bu arada. En azından bir belki lazım olur. Bunları yapalım abi. Lazım olunca. Dikle bir konuşalım abi. Ay dur bir dakika. Tamamlanmayan eşyalarımız vardı. Bunlara bir giyelim abi. Nerede? Abi gözlükten nefret ediyorum ya. ...60 bilgi abi bunu. Bunu da gir. Güzel. Tamam. Çok hoş. Çok hoştur. Hemen şunda bir Dick'le konuşalım.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Güzel. Yap abi hızlı. Bunlar zaten hızlı bize lazım oluyor. Şimdi şuradan görevler, level atladık mı? Yetenekler atlamış. Güzel. Şimdi abi bizim yeni büyü seti. İkili açım büyü setinin arasında gezinmek için. Abi süper işte ya. Ben buna ihtiyacım var da bunu nasıl kullanırım acaba? Açalım abi. Güzel. Şunu koy abi. Yok şunu ilk önce Limos'u 1'e alıştık. Bunu 4'e alıştırdık. Tamam. Tamam şuraya şunu buraya ne koyacağız? Buraya da yok şunu koy, Bu yok, şu zaten varmış. Buraya da şunu koyalım abi. Şöyle bir devam edelim bakalım. Evet, devam ediyoruz arkadaşlar. Saçma bir şey yaptım. Kaydı durdurdum yanlışlıkla. Şimdi şurada şunu giyiyormuşuz. Yükseltme yapamıyormuşuz. Yükseltebiliyormuşuz da bunu yükseltmeyeceğim abi. Güzel. Tamam. Tamam. Şöyle. Şimdiki görevimize gidelim abi artık. Dışarıda mı? Oraya nasıl gideceğiz lan? Şuraya bir ışınlanalım da. O ne ya? Yerin altında gösteriyor bu arada. Arkadaşlar beğenip abone olmayı unutmayın. Final öncesi bölümündeyiz bildiğiniz gibi. Bakalım bu bölümde neler yaşayacağız. Final bölümüne nasıl bir giriş yapacağız muhtemelen. Görevi seçmemişiz ki abi ya. Ben var ya böyle sinirleniyorum ya kendime. Görevler. Müdür hanım konuşuyor. Harita odasının profesörü Niam Fitzgerald'ın portresiyle konuş. Profesörün oraya gidip onunla konuş. Güzel. Şu bizi nereye götürecek acaba ya? Hah arkadaşlar, harita odasını seçip buluyormuşuz şu şekilde. Gizli odalar bölümünden. Harita odası deyip gidiyormuşuz ya. 2 saattir saçma bir şekilde arıyoruz ya.
Welcome back.
Konuşalım bakalım.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Müdür hanım konuşuyor. Görev tamamlandı.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Profesör Fig belki biliyordur.
I've always said that travel
Profesör Fig'in odasına gidelim dayı bu. Şuraya gidelim bir bakalım Profesör Fig bize ne diyecek. Şu sembol neyin sembol? Baka mı girdin? Ne oldu yine arkadaş? Beynimi yaktı ya sabahtan beri. Ne oldu lan bir ya? Şöyle bekleyelim, Profesör Fig'le konuşalım. Başla diyelim.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle, and I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Aa. Tipe bak lan. Cidden bu adamı mı kontrol edeceğiz?
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Ya bak la biz bu adamı mı şey yap? Yanlış yaptık lan. Ha, büyü yapamıyormuşuz, tamam. Bu sandığı aç.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this...
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Adam bir daha durdurmasın bak kimse beni.
What could the headmaster want?
Yani şu ikisini yakın bir yerde hisseydik nasıl olurdu acaba ya?
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls,
Professor Black, how are you?
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, More than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Sen bana sabır ver ya Rabbi. Bu ne?
What did we do to deserve him as a...
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Oğlum git bitmiyor la.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move it.
Professor,
Yo,
I
jump,
need
jump,
to
jump.
speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the noble banners of Gryffindor. I shall be taking no questions at this time, or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course,
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
Oğlum ne oluyor lan?
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Oğlum geğirmeye başladık la, etkisi geçecek birazdan. Lan ne oluyor oğlum? Durmadan geğiriyoruz. Sinir etme beni bak.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Nereye gideceğiz lan? Ne yapacağız şimdi ya? Şöyle bir aşağı inelim en azından. Müdür ofisine erişim. Tamam, güzel. Dıt dıt dıt dıt dıt dıt. Oğlum ne kadar ilginç bir olay lan bu böyle. Düşeceğiz ama düşmüyoruz. Buralara ilk defa geliyoruz bu arada.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Oğlum nereye gidiyoruz lan böyle? Wow. Git bitmiyor lan.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
Güzel. Tamam.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
Odadaki kayda yaklaşım belirlen kitabı okuyun. Çok iyi.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Vallahi güzel. Makbuz saç toniği, bıyık ağdası, bandimin pomat, tarak, ince saplı, doğukçuk, küçük üsmelimi kalan.
That must be the pedestal.
Kullanalım bakalım ki. Ne oluyor lan? Öldü lan. Öldük arkadaşlar, oyun bu kadarmış. Böyle bazen her büyülü bulmancı şöyle ortaya çıkarmaya yardımcı olabilir. Güzel. Neredeyim ben?
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me.
Neredeyiz la biz böyle?
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
İhtiyacınız olan şey mi?
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ne oluyor lan? Bölümden kasaba yolunu zorluyor. Güzel, en azından geçtik de görüntü niye böyle oğlum, bu ne lan, masal kitabın içerisindeyimiz ya gerçekten şu an.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
They're gone for now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
Yo öyle bir şey yok.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Dayıko, sen böyle bekleyecek misin bizi? Ona uğradığını, bu ne lan? Hocam böyle deneme mi olur, gözünü seveyim ya. Kabus filmi gibi içerisine çıkıyor maskeyle, vallahi çarparım ha. Görünmeden kasabada yolunuzu bulun.
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Ne düşün oğlum ya? Böyle izleyeceğiz galiba. Buradan aşağı mı ineceğiz?
This is my chance. Come on, Neve.
Oğlum kadın saklanmış buraya ya.
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Arkasını döner mi? Çok geç kaldım abi, çok geç kaldım. Tipini sevdim. Yürü git la oradan. Ben geçeceğim abi, yapacak bir şey yok.
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Biraz hızlanacağım mı oğlum, hadi la. Burada var ama. Yok tamam. Anına uğradım.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Ananı avradını.
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Revelio.
Oğlum bak, bu sesler beni çok geriyor ya. Vallahi billahi bak. Ananı avradım. Arkasına yaklaş. Dön o tarafa, dön oğlum, hadi lan.
Now's my chance.
Güzel güzel abi güzel.
That's the way forward.
Gizemli pelerin. Kullan.
Can this be? I
Ne
think I'm
görünmesi
invisible.
oğlum zaten. O ne demek ya? Buradan mı gideceğiz? Nereden gideceğiz? Nereden gideceğiz abi? Yani şuradan devam edeceğiz galiba. Şura açık olduğuna göre. Böyle kapılarla sinirleniyor. Ananı avradını. Bizi görüyorlar mı?
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Gizemli asa. Bu asanın nasıl bir özelliği var ki abi?
I've never felt such power.
Bombarda.
Nasıl bir asa lan böyle? Bunları şimdi öldürebiliriz değil mi? Bunlar ne lan? Keçileri, koyunlar moyunlar. Koş Johnny.
Defender. Bombarda.
Bu nasıl bir asa lan böyle? Ne oluyor lan, gerildim ya. Oğlum bir bitmediniz la.
Defender. Defender. Bombarda. Potato. Stupid. Bombarda. Defender. Repulsor.
Güzel abi, güzel. Hepsinin içinden geçtik.
Stupid one. Bombarda.
Bu ne oğlum, bitmemiş lan daha.
Defender. Potato. Stupid one. Defender. Bombarda. Defender. Bombarda. Bombarda.
Çok fena. Güzel. Beğenip abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Ananı avradın, sen beni çok geriyorsun oğlum ya. Ne olacak ya?
Defender. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarda.
Ananı avradın, sen ne yaptın öyle?
Bombarda. Defender. Stupid one.
Bombarder. Stupid. Bombarder. Potato. Defender. Stupid. Bombarder. Defender.
Çat.
Bombarder. Defender. Stupid. Bombarder. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder.
Tipini sevdim. Ne oldu lan?
Defender. Potato. Stupid.
Yavaş oğlum, yavaş yavaş.
Bombarder. Defender. Stupid. Bombarder. Defender. Bombarder. Defender. Potato. Stupid. Bombarder. Debolso. Defender.
Ne oldu lan artist? Korktun mu? Korkmadın mı? Çok fena gerildim ya. Şaka valla. Çok yani insanın içi de kararıyor. Hoşuma da gidiyor bir yandan ama garip yani, böyle yani hiç böyle bir deneme beklemiyordum abi. Nasıl bir sınavdır bu ya? Güzel. Yalnız bitmedi bence. Çünkü en sonunda o boss'u öldüreceğiz galiba.
A simple stone.
Bu öyle?
This must be for me.
Küçük bir piramit sembolü gibi. Bu ne lan? Gizemli taş. Kullandık. Hocam bu ne için ya?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Dear, sweet Neve.
Neve. May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Oğlum yine çıktım karşıma, vallahi çarpacağım ha. Ne oluyor lan? Beni buldun ama yapılanları
You
geri
found
alamazsın,
me,
taşım büyüsün.
but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Hocam nereye gidiyoruz?
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Yani Fitzgerald'ın anısını tanıklık edin. Anısına.
Remember that as you witness my memory.
Şunu mu? Kafamızı mı koyacağız yine? Nihayet Fitzgerald'ın anıları, tamam. Yine ağlayacak, göz damlası damlayacak. Muhtemelen.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Ne izledik lan böyle? Goblinler falan filan. Böyle bir büyüden bahsedilir mi ya? Şimdi onun peşindeler muhtemelen bu gücün. Harita odasına geri dönün. Üçüncü denememiz de tamamlandı. Yeni gelen bekçiyle konuş. Aha. Yeni gelen bekçi kim lan? Bu doğru mu?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
Yani büyüleyiciydi ama rahatsız ediciydi. Bilmiyorum ki, büyüleyici büyük ama bunu böyle kullanmaması gerekiyor, ne bileyim.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Oh, güzel. Bayağı bir ilerleme kat ettik. Ne oldu şimdi? Görev tamamlandı. Yani bunun denemesi. Güzel. Buradaki tablolar böyle çoğalacak mı? Ben anlamadım ki oğlum ya. Şş, bir koşalım belki bir. Aha. Yeni görevimiz neymiş? Dağın gölgesinde. Seviye 24 uçuyor. Bombardayı Profesör Hovin'den Profesör Hovin'den öğrenirim. Ne bu? Yakalama çantayı sırda elde. Bomba. Ha, bunu yapacağız ve şunu yapacağız. Tamam, güzel. 24 seviye istiyor bizden. Biz kaç leveliz? Yetenekler 23. Tamam, güzel. Burada bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Finalde zaten artık oyunu bitireceğiz. Ne kadar sürerse sürsün tabi. Başka bir videoda, bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize bakın. Beğenip abone olmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar.